Hey, welcome. Here with a message. Now, something is shifting by the time of this full moon in time. There is no time but the present moment. The full moon in Sagittarius. It has to do with passion, a passionate, intense, or mysterious phase, and our connection to working with Scorpio, and that was our lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And right now, we've been in a time of rebalancing, reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. This is a phase of getting to know ourselves, but getting to know ourselves through a partnership. There's a connection to the Two of Cups, but Two of Cups through the Ace of Cups. The cup, us being the cup, and this living temple that is us. We're getting back to this. The message is right here. The Star and the Ten of Pentacles. This is the gift of this time. This is what we're activating, and we're activating it through our connection to the moon and shifting and manifesting with the moon and the Ace of Cups, and our connection to expanding our soul with our spirit. But this is emotional intelligence, and this is being able to elevate and be a witness to our emotions and make sense of them, understand them. We're going to apply logic here. We're going to use the masculine and the feminine together. Our emotions being our connection to the feminine, but the masculine, we're going to use logic. We're going to apply some sense here. What it has to do with is financial freedom. We know all these cards, most of them we got last time we met up, and we talked about how we're going to expand. Now our financial freedom right now is connected to our integrity. Okay, and we shared this message last time we met up. That'll be linked down below in the description. It's where we received what's happening here. A passionate, intense, or mysterious phase that just comes out of nowhere. It comes out of the blue. And we know many of us, what we're doing is, this is about our abundance. This is about our Ten of Pentacles. We all want to experience financial freedom. We all want to be free. This is our birthright. And this is where we rise above the monetary system, and we understand what our true abundance is and how it comes from the universe. How it comes from God, and how we're co-creators creating here with Source. But right now, it's connected to our integrity. This is the main message. And that's why, yes, we're experiencing passion, but we're in a phase of rebalancing through a reevaluation. And we found out, we know that this was connected to reversal, literally working with the element of air, but this is so intense that we're just going to act on it. We're going to act on what we see, and what we see is, it's connected to our heart. It's connected to love. It's real. It's seeing through the illusion. It's actually us. And we're seeing this through rest. We're getting an activation and emergence through rest here. This is connected to dream time. And this is connected to actual rejuvenation, like the emergence of our new self, our leveled up self. And this is humble. This isn't like level up, like haha. We know what we did in order to level up here. This was intense. And we're in a time of indecision. But what I've been shown is both paths will lead to the same space, and we're going to get a message for what that means. And we know that our financial freedom is connected to our integrity. Our integrity is helping us to find our way home. And what is our integrity connected to? Well, we know it's connected to our authenticity, our heart chakra, love, where we've left the mind of duality, where things are separate, and we've gone home to the singular mind of the heart, where it's all one. So our alignment right now, in order to get into alignment, we're in a time of play, and this has to do with Gemini season and the twins. And this is allowing us to expand our self-trust and ascend We need to trust ourselves here. This has to do with being authentic to ourselves, not lying to ourselves, not writing to ourselves, not continuing to create with like where we're being delusional. So remember, we have to apply logic here. This has to do with logic. And this is where we're going to play. Like, this play is going to open up doors for us and put us in alignment. But this is then where we're going to apply the logic and grow. Where we're going to use the masculine. And we're in a time of inception right now. Direct message. We're in a time of inception and new beginnings. But this is where look, these beginnings are free. These beginnings are part of the expansion. It doesn't necessarily mean we're losing something in order to have a new beginning. This has to do with that Fibonacci sequence and spiral and allowing the new to expand from the old. But there's a change here. There's a transformation and metamorphosis with the energy, with the masculine here, and it needs to be honored. It's part of this expansion, okay? And remember, separation is an illusion. We can't lose us. Or we cannot lose us, right? And this is why, you know, when we're working with our divine counterpart, we can't lose us, as well as we're working with us. We can't lose us. It's us. But it's our connection to everything, to all of life. Okay, these are the messages. Let's expand off this. I want to see here, you know, we're in a time of alchemy through healing, and we're healing with our connection to us as we expand our soul with our spirit. But this is connected to our partnerships and how we play and how we use logic. Something is shifting here. But it has to do with indecision. Let's go here. Like, we're figuring something out here. But remember, two paths lead to the same place. Two paths lead to the same place. And we're going to hit our mark and hit our aim with our manifestations. And by the time of this full moon in Sagittarius. And that's where this thought is just going to be in action, and we're just going to do it because our heart is telling us to create. That's right, and this has to do with our confidence. So here we go, competitiveness. Okay, so we're healing from manipulation. We're healing from manipulation in how we show love through intimacy. This has to do with emotional freedom. So we're going to heal with competitiveness here with our actions. Two paths become one. You know, there's a blossoming here. There's a blossoming, and this is connected to our rebalance. This is working with Libra. Remember, reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. So we're seeing through what's reflected back to us through our connection as we expand our soul with spirit. And this is, we use our moon sign. We look at our moon sign, the feminine side of us, and what we're expanding it with, the masculine, our masculine side of us. So what's our sun sign? This will allow us, this is connected to some inner child healing. Still need a reshuffle. But remember, this is connected to passion, a passionate, intense, or mysterious phase that comes out of the blue, that comes out of nowhere, because you know what? We have the energy of the Hanged Man. We're being forced to act on a thought. To heal with force. To heal with the energy. To heal with the masculine. And this has to do with the water, the mother, allowing us to help us to heal from manipulation here. And we're in alchemy here with fire and water. Look, in here we know we're working with air and water. Because we're in Gemini season 2, we have this extra element of air. Okay, yes. So this has to do with this metamorphosis. This has to do with the sun in Scorpio, the passion. but the energy must transform, and thus the matter will transform. And this pile of cards landed on the star. Let's see what's happening here. So right, we're in a time of active manifestation with the Father. We're gonna act with force. Of course we are. There it is. And look, we're gifted. This is where we're gifted. This is where two paths become one, because we're just gonna act on it. We don't need to see this anymore in that mind. And here it is. Here's the transformation. We're going to expand through the earth what's gone toxic. What's gone toxic is going to give us fuel to continue to expand from the earth, and it's healing from our heartache. It's healing from the pain. It's actually healing from the manipulation. So look, how to heal from our Three of Swords situations within the mind, to heal from the manipulation that's holding on to our heart, because that's why we're working with the cups, we're working with the feelings, but we're healing the mind in order to do so. This is letting go of the past. That's right, and it's conflict. It's conflict within the mind. Two paths become one. This is diamond patterning. We're being pushed and pulled in all directions right now in order to create and shift. This is diamond patterning. This is how diamonds are made. But we're going to be gifted an idea. This has something to do with an idea. And our confidence. This is going to restore our confidence. And this is where the two paths literally become one. This is all this firepower with the Sagittarius full moon. And remember what it is. We're healing our Ten of Pentacles. We're in alchemy in the creation of our Ten of Pentacles. And that's why we have the page here. We're working in the garden. We're working in the garden in order to get the matter, the feminine, the 13 spheres of knowledge in alignment with the masculine, the energy. And this is our access to Metatron's cube. And we're sharing this information. This is the keys. This is the keys to everything. But look, we have connected the upper world and the lower world through the middle world, through the center point. Counter just said 1311. This means something. This means something. So we're going to expand with that cup. Look, here's the King of Cups, and we're expanding with that cup as we expand our soul with spirit. And something comes back. This is connected to that message of boomerang, where we let something go, but it comes back to us. We let it go, we let it be free. We healed from codependency, and it comes back to us. It was time. It was time, because we let go of being greedy. This has to do with letting go of being greedy. This has to do with letting go. Yeah, look, we're letting go of lack of patterning here. We're letting go of lack of patterning here in order to restore balance. And that's why we got gifted the Ace of Swords, because we had a tower moment, because we had too much going on. We had too many hands in the cookie jar, and we just needed to put the whole cookie jar away and heal with our inner child. And this has to do with the restoration of peace. There's an activation with this Lion's Gate. Something is shifting between our new moon that we just had, and Lion's Gate. And we're gonna get into this further, in the next few times we meet up, guys. So stay tuned, okay? There's a big shift coming. A big shift. No, guys, I don't feel it. One card. Let's get it even a reshuffle. All right, guys. Anima Monday. This is it. Here we go. Of course, this one is like, I think one of the last ones, guys. Here we go. This is what's being activated. The soul of the world, all that is. Anima Monday epitomizes the principle accept all, reject none. Simply put, it is the living soul of the world in all its multifaceted, multidimensional layers, bonded together by loving cosmic forces. Diversity is celebrated. Multiplicity is honored, and nothing is denied. Embrace. Constructs of separation dissipate into the wonderful mess of the shared consciousness. Anima Monday is the link between the literal and the imaginal, the rational and the mythic. It is the connective fiber that makes life meaningful. This card indicates an initiation on the level of the soul. You will awaken the unique light within and witness how this light contributes to the radiance of the entire universe. You will sense yourself as a critical note in the cosmic orchestra. Destiny is altered as you hear the enchanted melody of all living things. Now, this goes back to the last time we met up where we talked about the fact we were going to use a label for a minute. And the fact that as Starseeds and Twin Flames, we feel called, this is like a higher purpose where what we are co-creating is no longer just about us. It's about our purpose and how we can heal with the world, what we're going to go to do for how we're going to co-create our abundance and manifest our divine inheritance into our lives, and understanding what that means. It's not of the old world of hierarchy and, money. This is of a higher purpose in order to understand that our divine inheritance is part of our birthright, and the fact that we are in jobs and positions where we're giving back, where we're in service. And this is being able to understand that our body is an instrument, and that we're connecting to the 5D and beyond. We're connecting to the whole universe, and this is where we can heal from being so triggered, where we can just step back and we can let God play itself out and not be offended, where we can watch Source, the universe, play itself out and not be offended. And we heal with time here. We heal with time because in of the old, we're owned by time, we're operated by time. But in the new, which is the new, is being birthed from the dawns of time. It's what's natural and what's right, what we're doing here on mission work, right? is there is no time. There's only the present moment. And natural, what is natural, the time it naturally takes for something to grow, to shift, to manifest, is being honored. And it has to do with getting back to play. That we have enough to make it or break it in any single moment. And we can be feeling lower vibrational and see all the lower vibrational things, but remember, when it's the darkest, it's the lightest. We can also see all the light, all the positive and the negative in order to shift it. We just have to look. And we can focus on all those positive things, and where we put our energy, where we put our focus, where we put our attention is where we put our energy, and where we put our energy is what grows. What are we growing? Are we growing our fears and our worry and our pain? Or are we letting go and trusting with us being the instrument of elevating our vibration with love, with the universe, co-creator, you know, letting go of lower vibrational feelings and habits and patterns, and shifting with the positive within the negative, and focusing on the love, focusing on trust, focusing on what we want to grow, being the energy of what we're creating, and truly letting go and going with it, and having enough courage to do so, to really do so, not just to think on it, but to act on it, to understand that the action is what is needed. It's needed to complete the equation, to apply the force. And that's the last step in this co-creation of this part we're co-creating. When light. So we're tending to the sacred details of life right now. We're healing from being overwhelmed by the bigness of existence. We're being called to go deeper. Alchemical drawings of Anima Mundi, the life, and paintings of Hilma of Klint. So HILMAAFKLINT. Guys, look that up. So this is the energy behind the worlds in the tarot deck. They both carry the themes of universal unity, completeness, and to embrace. We're going to embrace anytime, anywhere, to anyone, day or night, rich or poor. It is a process of unveiling our resistance to its love. And there is a person at the core of this. And they're in meditation. They're in meditation, and they've connected to everything. This is connecting to the 5D and beyond. This is what, you know, if you're, you know, Joe Dispenza right now, a lot of people are doing his work and connecting to the 5D and beyond. And he's just one of them. Guys, there's many people doing this right now. All right, one more message and we're going to say goodbye. Wonder, follow your dreams. Wonder, and there it's confirmed. Remember when we started off, this has to do with healing. Well, we're healing with our confidence, but there's a connection to dream time, to rest and dream time. Where did this go? As I'm reading all the cards at the same time, we got more than one message coming in. So look, dream time, wonder, follow our dreams. This is about following our dreams right now, and that's our connection to working with our manifestations of the 10 of Pentacles here. And this is about our confidence, and we're working on healing our self-esteem right now. This is one of the biggest main messages. All right, guys, we're going to discuss this further and see what is happening with this full moon in Sagittarius. Love, light, and healing energies sent your way to create with today. Until then, you know I am sending it to you, those good healing vibes. I love you. See you when we expand.